Hello, Red Class. Now, do you remember the last time that I saw you, I mentioned that Mrs Moss had a special gift for us. And look, here it is. Even Bear has come to look. Mrs Moss is very kind and she always gives us a little present to help us with our learning. Let's take a closer look. We've got a wax seal with a for Blackwell and a little message just here. It says, a child, a book, a read, a chat. This is the way the mind grows. Not with a test, but a tale. Happy reading from Mrs Moss. So, we've looked at the shape and size. We've read the special message. What do you think could be inside? Tell a grown-up now. Shall we have a little look? Right, come on then, Bear, help me. I'm going to slide the string off. Here it goes. I'm going to take one corner and do. Have a little look. What can you see? What do you think that might be? I can see some wings. I can see a long beak, maybe? What could that be? Can you see anything in the background too? This might tell us the place that we're in. Oh, Bear's looking very excited. Is it the place that you know, Bear? Let's take another look. Oh, look a little bit closer. I can see a t for the title. And another animal here. Ears and sharp teeth. It looks to be underneath this feathered friend. Shall we take a closer look? I found the title. It says Totem Tale. Well, a tail could be an animal's tail, but I know that's spelt in a different way, with our A-I saying A. So perhaps this tale is a story. Totem story. I wonder what a totem might be. Let's open up the rest. Look. Can you see all of those animals? I wonder how many you can name. This is our new story that we're going to share together. It's called Totem Tale. And if I read the blurb, which is a little bit of writing on the back of the book that gives you a taste of what it's about, a flavour, maybe we can discover what the book is about. It says, in a tall, dark forest stands a totem pole. As the full moon rises, the totems, raven, grizzly, wolf, beaver, eagle and frog, come to life, free at last to scratch and saw and splash. But what becomes of the totems as the sun comes up? So it makes you want to read more. And Bear, I was wondering why you were so excited about this story. And it looks like it's from the place where you live. That beautiful, magical wood where Bear feels safe and happy. Right, I think it's time to share the story with some of Bear's friends, Wolf and Raven too. Totem Tale. Deep in a cedar forest stood a totem pole, stark and still. Long ago, a carver stacked the totem animals and then forgot them. I think the muted, quiet colours of this picture make you feel quiet and calm. And the words that the author has been using, like stark and still and forgotten, makes this place feel a silent, peaceful, forgotten place. Wow, what's happening to the totems now? The pole looks different. Tell a grown-up why. One night, the moon rose low and full, washed in the light of sunbeams. The totems sprang to life. They often say magical things happen under the light of the moon. And this setting, this place is washed, what a beautiful description, washed with moonbeams. It feels a very special place. I can see why you like living there, Bear. The frogs, sitting here on their lily pads, look very surprised. I don't think they were expecting the totems to come to life. Frog leapt and twirled, kicking the stiffness from long legs tucked up tight for countless years. Imagine if you had your legs tucked up tight in your bed for a long, long time and you weren't allowed to stretch them. Your legs would feel very stiff and tight and uncomfortable. I think Frog is loving his chance to leap and stretch. Beaver waddled to the stream, delighting in the loud slap of his tail against the water. Can you think of other creatures that waddle? I wonder what the word waddle looks like. Can you waddle? It's like a clumsy walk, isn't it? Like a penguin might waddle, or a duck might waddle. He's very happy. He's delighted. Eagle swooped and dove with outstretched wings, silvery salmon darting beneath her looming shadow. She made an impressive, huge shadow across the water. It was looming. I wonder how the salmon might be feeling. Looming makes me think that perhaps they don't want to see the eagle. Wonder if the eagle might be wanting to eat the salmon. And I love how the author has written the word swooped. It almost looks like the letters are swooping across the page. This is an interesting book because a lot of the time when I read, I'm holding the book like this, landscape. But I'm now having to turn the pages so that we can explore the book in a different way. And look, it's our friend, Bear. Grizzly wriggled his back against a tall tree, growling with the relief of a long itch finally scratched. Oh, can you imagine having a scratch or an itch on your back and you're not allowed to touch it? Oh, he must be so happy and relieved. Oh. Wolf lifted her voice toward the moon, howling with the pure joy of silence broken. I don't think Wolf likes the silence. Instead, he's making sure that everybody can hear him. He's being as loud as he possibly can. Raven strutted, cocking his head and chattering to himself. What a noisy bunch. All too soon, a hint of dawn brushed the blackened sky. The totems must return to the pole, or the rising sun will trap them in the land of in-between and never there. Imagine that, a land of in-between and never there. Wonder what that place must be like. Magical. But none of them could remember how they fit. And each wanted the place of honour at the top of the pole. Oh dear, I think there might be a problem. I'm the largest and the loudest, Grizzly roared. He shimmied to the top, but the pole swayed back and forth beneath his weight, and the totems toppled to the ground. Think about the word toppled. Have you heard it before? Can you think of a time when something at home has toppled? Maybe you had a stack of cups in the cupboard and they toppled out of the cupboard onto the floor. I like the word shimmied too. Shimmied. Can you show me a shimmy? What do you think a shimmy would look like? Shimmy like Bear. I'm a fearless hunter, said Wolf. With a quick scamper, she took her place on top. Doesn't look like it's working. Look at the poor animal here at the bottom, the beaver. He's looking really upset. He's covering his ears. He looks in pain to me. But her sharp claws dug into the thin skin of Eagle's neck, and down they went, one after the other. Oh dear, Wolf, your sharp claws didn't help. They've toppled to the floor again. I have the sharpest eyes," bragged Eagle, stretching her great wide wings to claim the highest spot. But her tail feathers tickled Wolf's nose, and a loud "Ka-choo!" sent them tumbling again. Oh no, they're tumbling to the floor again. Oh dear. Can you think of another word to mean tumbling? So if the author phoned you up and said, "Oh, hello, Red Class friend. I can't think of another word to mean tumbling." Can you give one to the author? What would you choose? "I've felled the tallest trees," said Beaver, lumbering up the pole. Lumbering makes me think that it's quite a hard job and that he's taking a lot of time and hard work to get there. But he wasn't used to sitting up so high, and after a teetering moment, he rolled off, taking the others with him. Oh dear. "Who sings the sweetest song of night?" asked Frog. "I don't see what singing has to do with it," grumbled Wolf, but she crouched to let the others climb up. With a skip and a hop, Frog leapt to the very top, where she danced an excited jig that made the pole quiver and shake, till they all fell down. "There's something you've forgotten," squawked Raven, shaking his head. "Together we told a story of how Frog muddied the water to hide Beaver from danger, and how Beaver dammed the stream so Eagle could fish from a quiet pool, and how Eagle led Grizzly to a wide patch of berries, and how Grizzly shared his den with Wolf one cold winter night." So they all have a place in the story. The totems looked at each other, nodding and remembering. They took their story places. Frog, then Beaver, then Eagle, then Grizzly, then Wolf. It was a perfect fit. Then Raven flapped and fluttered to the top as the first sunbeams shimmered over the horizon, casting the broad light of day on a story that will last forever.